sound deaf. We sounded like absolute butt on this stuff, like on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Or Wednesday. Today we sound tough.
This also works so much better facing out. Last year, I don't know what it was like before.
Yeah.
This is going to be in your way if I can.
That's fair. We'll kill some time. All right. There we go. We'll do CPR.
Yes.
Zach, lead us. Okay. there's some chords that need some checking. But that's a keeper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo.
Woo-wee.
That's a blow. That one right
Yeah.
there. It really is.
Yeah, we got to the top of that third page, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
By the end,
about-
my chops were like.
Well,
You started snapping your fingers, and I was like, crap, it's this one.
Sounds good though. That's another one to keep in the book for if we're playing for chillin'.
Yeah. That's so much better than the last arrangement we had.
Part of me's thinking
was
that I'm
there-
gonna write the arranger and be like, check it out, my dude.
Yeah.
If we chuck cash at you, can you arrange us more pop tunes in this manner?
Yeah.
Any decade.
So Zach, where do you want this at, man?
I've been practicing it right around the mark tempo.
Okay. Count it in.
1, 2, 1, 2.
good set of tunes that time.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love Queen, man. I love them playing Queen.
Yeah.
It's
It's
so
a great
awesome.
arrangement of it, too.
Fantastic.
All right, so pomp and circumstance, national anthem, and remember where we're coming in on the national anthem.
Yep. Ba-ba-da-da-da-da.
Pick up, right?
Yeah.
Peruni.
So Zach, what I'll have you do is I'll look at you and you cue that because I'm gonna have a hand up here so that I can go
Okay.
on when he's supposed to come in.
Okay. So I'll just cue the ba-da-da-dee-da-da. Okay.
Oh yeah, and he doesn't hold out like 31.
No, remember he does not
28 or
hold
whatever.
that out
Okay.
at all. So yeah.
I will follow.
So yeah. And the thing is once the stage party is up on stage and it looks like that the marshal's getting ready to speak, I'll look at you guys if Dr. Jane or Doc isn't here because they're not here yet. So part of me's thinking that they've decided they're not coming.
Yeah.
I'll just look for them and then I'll make a signal of some sort and we just cadence on whatever is a whole cadence. Well, we don't want to end on like dominant. Though I kind of feel like we should this piece just kind of starts cold. I feel like we should fanfare. Could we fanfare on a dominant chord on dum bum 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 bum? Yeah.
Sure.
So like dominant chord would be a concert F dominant chord, I believe, right? So I can play the third.
I will fifth.
Do we want it to be seventh or just?
Oh, I think it needs to be dominant.
Okay.
I feel like we should try that.
Yeah.
Like a seventh
Let's
on
go
the
for
chord.
it. Let's see what that sounds. Let's build it. Maybe not a dominant. Let's just do a 5. Just redo the tonics. Now let's do bum 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 bum. I feel that's more apropos.
Kind of a
So it's just
triple
bars.
of 2, 1, 2.
Yeah. 1 da 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 da.
so one
Three
triplet.
So
bars.
quarter
Okay,
note,
so-
triplet, quarter, half.
Oh.
Yeah.
Da 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 da.
Your typical fanfare land.
With ya.
And then we're in.
Yeah. Should be that.
As we've done in other times past, dynamic liberties. There may be a time when David and I, and this is David and I's part.
Oh yeah, I'm
So
very
Good evening. Tonight we are expecting a large crowd, and the university expects to reach a capacity in the arena. UNC strictly follows the guidelines of the International Fire Codes and the arena occupancy limitations. Once we reach capacity, the main doors to the north will be closed, and arriving guests will be redirected to Michener Library's Lindau Theater for live streaming. Those guests already in the arena will be asked to take a seat wherever there are open seats prior to the beginning of the ceremony. I'd like to make my announcement once again for those people at the back that I don't think could hear me. We're expecting a very large crowd tonight, as you can see, and we expect this arena to reach capacity. UNC strictly follows the guidelines of the International Fire Codes and then occupancy limitations. Once we arrive at capacity in the arena, the main doors will be closed, and those that are arriving late will be redirected to Michener Library's Lindau Auditorium. And we will be streaming live at the auditorium. Those guests already in the arena, once we reach capacity, will be asked to take a seat. And then we will begin the ceremony shortly thereafter.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Would the audience please stand as the UNC Police Department Honor Guard approaches the stage for the presentation of colors, and while Trevor Halder leads us in singing our national anthem.
Stripes and bright stars through the marvelous night. All the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets were glad, the bombs burned.
Thank you, and please be seated. Welcome to the University of Northern Colorado's graduate commencement ceremony. My name is Dr. Vish Iyer, and I'll be your host for tonight's ceremony. Our student farewell will be given by Heather Nicole Coliff this evening. Heather will be receiving her Doctor of Education degree in Educational Leadership.
Thank you so much. I am so honored to be standing here today. President Norton, esteemed board members, faculty, alumni, fellow graduates, welcome to our spring 2018 commencement ceremony. Today is our day. Today we celebrate the amazing accomplishments we have made. In being given this opportunity to stand up here today, I had the chance to reflect on what my message would be in this short time I had with you. I thought back to my own journey towards this great accomplishment. As a proud Bear, I received my bachelor's, my master's, and now my doctorate from UNC, all within the College of Education. What drew me into this field was the belief that education was truly the key to change the world. Growing up, I encountered obstacles within my own schooling, coming from a family in poverty, but I remember the whispers around me saying I would never reach the finish line. But as a determined first-generation high school graduate, I realized that education would be the key to change my future. While climbing the educational ladder, I began to realize that my success was not solely the result of my dedication and hard work. The opportunities I had to experience success was truly not only the support of the people I had around me, but the undeserved privilege I had as a white woman navigating the educational system that was created with me in mind. Most importantly, I recognize that my obstacles have been small when compared to other people who have been marginalized in our society, people who have had to jump over hurdles twice the size of my own, simply because of labels. Labels that try to define people and put them in categorical boxes, such as race, religion, language, nationality, sexual orientation, age, gender, or economic status. I believe that people cannot be defined by these labels. And in order to begin combating the labels and inequities in our society, we, as graduate students, must use our voice and the privilege of our education to, as Mahatma Gandhi said, be the change you wish to see in the world. I believe everyone today has a story. Every one of you has had to overcome some obstacle, defy some label, and ignore a voice of discouragement in order to get here today. For many of us, we are living proof that the impossible is possible. And as we approach the end of this chapter as graduate students here at UNC, I want to challenge you to not think of this as the end, but as the beginning of our opportunity to be the change we wish to see in the world. Each of us in this room has important work to do. We each have something special to contribute to this world. Some people think that they alone can't make a difference as they hear that little voice inside of their head saying, one voice won't be heard among the masses. But I'm here today to tell you that you can make a difference and that every voice matters. Ignore the voices of doubt and remember Malala's words. When the whole world is silent, even one voice becomes powerful. We will never stop running into obstacles and never truly know the difference we can make, the difference our words can make, the difference we can make when we stand up together. We are capable of making a difference if we believe in ourselves. And with this belief comes action. When we walk out of this gym today, I challenge you to be the light that helps others to see and fearless in the pursuit of equity. Be true to who you are. Keep your chin up with pride by standing up to injustice and those that seek to divide. Be a worthy opponent against fear and oppression and never be afraid to ask the tough questions. Be resilient when obstacles stand in your way and hungry for knowledge to keep ignorance at bay. Be the reason that others in this world have hope and scrutinize your fears under a microscope. Even if the storms of injustice unfurl, know that you can be the change you wish to see in this world. Thank you.
It is my distinct pleasure to introduce to you the President of the University of Northern Colorado, Kay Norton.
Thank you, Dr. Iyer. Good evening, graduates and guests. Welcome to the University of Northern Colorado's Spring 2018 Graduate Commencement Ceremony. We offer a special thank you to the Front Range Saxophone Quartet for the music played during the processional. In addition, we appreciate Trevor Halder leading us in singing the national anthem. Trevor is receiving his Master of Music in Vocal Performance this evening. We are also grateful to Heather Coliff for delivering our student farewell address just now, and our UNC Police Department Honor Guard for presenting our national colors. Joining me on the platform this evening are many of the stewards of UNC's academic traditions and the leaders who help direct us toward the future. Would the members of UNC's Governing Board of Trustees who are in attendance tonight please stand and be recognized as I call your names. Trustee Janice Sinden. Faculty Trustee Vish Iyer. Thank you, trustees. Also in attendance are the administrators, vice presidents, and deans whose leadership fosters an environment that allows teaching and scholarship to thrive at this university. Would those individuals please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Graduates, this commencement ceremony marks not an end, but a beginning. That is why we call it commencement. As you leave the university to continue on your own remarkable journey, you will begin to change the world. You will give strength to your communities. You will enrich the lives of others. You will open doors to new discoveries. You will collaborate on groundbreaking innovations. You will lead us to a better tomorrow. While none of us can be entirely certain about the path our journey will take, you can be certain that you are prepared to navigate whatever may lie ahead. This is a momentous occasion. You are about to become part of the storied history of the University of Northern Colorado. In 1891, the first 12 graduates of our institution celebrated commencement, and we are honored to have you join them in this noble tradition. As you reflect tonight on this accomplishment and think about the opportunities that lie ahead, I hope you will also remember to enjoy the moment. Relish your time in the spotlight, smile for the cameras, and know that you have achieved something truly admirable. At this time, I am very pleased to introduce our keynote speaker, Angela Parrish. Angela received her Master of Music in Jazz Studies and Piano from UNC. Angela is an award-winning singer and songwriter who weaves her music into a style that is new music for old souls. Born and raised in Kansas, she wins audiences with her honest, emotional voice and distinctive piano playing with sharp and introspective lyrics. Some of her awards and accolades include the Songwriters Hall of Fame and American Society of Composers, Authors, and Publishers Abe Oldman Scholarship for Excellence in Songwriting Award, New Folk Competition finalist in the 2017 Kerrville Folk Festival. Her debut CD, Faithful and Tall, was nominated for 2 Independent Music Awards and the 2016 John Lennon Songwriting Award. In 2017, millions of moviegoers heard her vocals in Another Day of Sun, the song that opens the Academy Award-winning film and musical La La Land. Please join me in welcoming alumna Angela Parrish.
Good evening, class of 2018. It's honestly such a great honor to get to do this. Thank you so much to everyone at UNC for having me. And in the spirit of honesty, let me first say that I am absolutely terrified and I'm trying not to barf. Graduates, I'm nervous because you deserve a meaningful speech. Also, I'm scared because I'm pretty sure I read in one of the emails about this speech, if you do a bad job, we will take back your master's degree. So, side note, that is actually a recurring grad school nightmare I have, so get ready for some of those. But really, they're not so bad a price to pay for having truly achieved the dream in the first place. I'll stand here for you today because I believe people should acknowledge the things that scare them and do them anyway. To the friends and family of the graduates, thank you for being here to support these incredible students. I would honestly go to the restroom right now during my speech because the wait to hear your child's name, it's gonna be a while. To the faculty, my condolences. You now have to grade your own essays and clean your own offices, but I believe in you. You can do it. Okay, now grads, forget about those guys. Let's talk about you. Congratulations. You put the rad in grad school. Today is a flawless selfie in your camera roll with filters. Filters that take away those hard-earned under-eye bags. #graduation. You have closed the lid on the penalty box. You have consumed your last Chiba Hut blunt, your last $1.50 scoop. Unfortunately, you have not endured your last Greeley smell joke, but you have entered the world of clever rebuttals. May I suggest you got that from South Park? How original. Seems to work. In genuine seriousness, I love telling those Greeley smell joke people how much I love this university and how much I appreciate all of the opportunities it has given me in my life. And no matter where you roam, you'll think of this place fondly every time you see a Subaru. You have survived the gauntlet. When I was sitting out there 6 years ago, I had mono. I didn't even get it the fun way. I just worked myself into it by living off of 5-hour energy shots and 7-Eleven coffee. My poor little fuzzy brain was thinking two things. I did it, and, oh God, now what? So I understand if you're thinking that too. Undergrads get to sit there and go, okay, grad school. Not you guys. Doctoral students, you don't have to go home, but you seriously can't stay here anymore. It's real world time now, whatever that means. Commencement speeches are often about that real world and ways to achieve success. I could talk about success, but let's be honest, it is way more fun and way juicier to hear about someone's failures and all the bad things that they've done. So, here are some of the ways I have failed in my career-related endeavors. I failed myself when I quit singing at age 18. I thought I was terrible. I thought everyone else around me had voices that were way more beautiful, and I didn't start singing again until grad school because Dana Landry, my professor here, heard me perform and saw something in me that I didn't see in myself. But I learned that I generally have no idea what I'm capable of until I try. I failed to save enough money to get an apartment in LA when I first moved there, so I lived in my car for the first few months, showering at the YMCA and eating $1 Taco Bell. I learned, though, that I'm willing to go through any level of difficulty to achieve what I want to achieve. And I also learned that anything worth having is worth the struggle and the incredible amount of work, because I appreciate what I have now far more because of what I went through. I accidentally insulted composer Justin Hurwitz in my La La Land audition. I didn't know what he looked like at the time, and he was introduced to me as the piano accompanist for the day. So I went into a speech about how hard being a full-time accompanist can be, and I happened to learn that the best people in the business are the kindest, because he has a great sense of humor, and the right sense of humor can get you out of a lot of sticky situations. I have been up for singing roles in films and commercials and lost out to another singer. But I learned that there are lots of incredible people in your field, people who worked hard and truly deserve their success. I learned that you should never begrudge another person's success. You should celebrate that person, because anyone who has any real achievement has absolutely worked for it. I lost out on singing at the 2017 Oscars. That is something I don't talk about all the time, but maybe it's because I was saving the story to tell all of you. I was up for consideration to sing one of the Academy Award-nominated songs from La La Land in front of a national audience. The producers eventually decided I was just too unknown still, and I wasn't enough for people to want to tune in. I cried for 3 weeks. But it's my favorite failure, because after thinking that my chance to make it on a large scale might have passed me by, I realized that I don't actually believe that's true at all. I don't think that was my only shot, and I learned in the face of that major rejection that I still want this. I still want to be here taking on the music industry now more than ever. Besides, all anyone remembers about that night is Warren Beatty, so yeah. I think the greatest lesson found in failure is this. It teaches you how much you truly want something. And if you want it that badly, you will never, ever give up until you get what you want. Absolutely nothing can take you down, and it's exhilarating. If you're a good, talented person who works hard, no one will even care about your failures. Since I often feel like a human being floating through the world figuring it out, I'd like to share a couple of pieces of advice from people in my industry who are way cooler than me. Meredith Roberts, the general manager of Disney Toon Studios, told me to be a networker. Every field is actually a business of people. Take someone you admire to coffee every week, but also be genuine. If you're like me, you would rather stare directly into the sun for an hour than cold ask an executive to lunch. But remember that it's expected in business, and your honest self will shine through. Songwriter Paul Williams drove this piece of advice home for me. Be a true friend and a good collaborator and teammate. Truly care about people, because people are important. This is how you stay loving and how you stay sane, and what one can do, two can do, twice over. The last tidbit I've learned just by existing: the only way to truly be recognized for contributing to your field is to be absolutely, unequivocally you. No one loves Janis Joplin because she sounded exactly like Bessie Smith. She sounds like herself. No one else has your unique passions, perspectives, and gifts. You will only be remembered and create a professional legacy by being an original. Figuring out who you are isn't easy, but it's possible, and it's a wonderful thing to realize. I have a strong but quiet voice, and my entire life people have told me to sing louder, to speak with more volume, as if I simply wasn't trying hard enough to be heard. When I auditioned for the opening song of La La Land, I was proud of the work I had done. I practiced incredibly hard, and I knew that no matter the outcome, I'd done my best. But I would never have guessed that they would pick me. But they did. If they'd been searching for someone to sound like Christina Aguilera, I would never have been in the running. And what they wanted in that moment was what I had to offer. So make people lean in to your ideas and what you have to say. Or, if the opposite is true for you personally, celebrate your loud and vibrant perspective. And don't let anyone try to dull your shine. Impact is not necessarily determined by volume, but by the intent behind that volume. If the ideas are killer, if the emotions are present, if the innovation is there, that's what the takeaway will be, no matter how you choose to present your idea. Success is inevitable for you if you choose it. Class of 2018, if I had to bet on success, I would bet on you. You're entering your professional lives at one of the most exciting times in history to define your career on your own terms. And ladies, and those who identify as ladies, it has never been a more incredible time to be a woman, as the tides are finally changing in every field for us. Graduates, you have proven you have killer ideas. Because you're sitting in these chairs, you have demonstrated discipline, work ethic, determination, and dedication. You are so much more prepared for this game than you may realize. The school has helped you be the best you can possibly be, so go out there and hone it. Be you. Your failures won't define you. They won't hold you back. Because if being yourself is key, there is no way to fail at that. And you'll find your place in the world. In the spirit of playing to your strengths, I have chosen to stay in my comfort zone and not write the rest of this speech. I wrote you your own song instead. I hope that you get something out of it, and if you don't, I hope that at the very least you stay awake.
Thank you.
I have to thank Ron Brooks in the music department for providing this keyboard and working very hard to make sure I had a piano to play on, which is an atypical thing at a graduation ceremony. So it's a sing-along. Either you're gonna love that or you won't, but some people will sing with me. And it's a really simple part. It's just, your place in the world. So sing that with me. 1, 2, 3. Your place in the world. Oh man, I need like a few more people than that. 1, 2, 3. Your place in the world. That'll do. Great. Now's the time to go and take your place in the world. You're the only one who'll make your place in the world. So if you worry about facing the world, I promise you there's gratitude and grace in the world. No one else can do what you can do. There's a place in the world for you. Some days you may start to doubt your place in the world. You think you'll never figure out your place in the world. Don't worry about your place in the world. Remember, it's a journey, not a race in the world. No one else can do what you can do. There's a place in the world for you. Room at the table for everyone, enough food to keep you satisfied. Setting, waiting with your name. No one else could take it if they tried. One day you'll feel so proud as you achieve your place in the world. You'll look around and won't believe your place in the world. You'll be killing it and ace in the world. Wonder why you worry about chasing the world. No one else can do what you can do. There's a place in the world for you.
Congratulations, class of 2018. It's been an honor.
Thank you, Angela. We appreciate you joining us tonight and sharing your thoughts and your place in the world with our graduates and guests. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Nancy Saleo, and I am the Assistant Provost for Academic Affairs at the University of Northern Colorado. Among the many traditions associated with commencement is the presentation of the mace and college banners during the processional. These items symbolize the graduates' accomplishments and the university's commitment to student success. The selection of a banner bearer is considered to be a special honor, and those serving as banner bearers today have been recognized and selected by their colleges based on academic contributions. Would our mace and banner bearers please stand and be recognized? Thank you. In addition, we acknowledge our commencement marshals, deputy marshals, and marshal captains who serve as leaders during these ceremonies. Would these faculty members stand and be recognized? Faculty members are fundamental to the success of students and a university. Daily, these scholars and educators demonstrate passion for superior teaching and foster students' intellectual growth through research and creative activities. Faculty members, please stand so we may celebrate your contributions. Thank you. Each year, UNC awards the M. Lucy Harrison Award for Professional Excellence to a faculty member who has excelled at teaching, research, and community service. The award is named for a former College of Education professor who taught kindergarten at the university's laboratory school. She was a creative teacher, a prolific writer and scholar, and an exemplary model and mentor for students. Recipients of the M. Lucille Harrison Award must inspire both their students and their colleagues. Their research must pose significant questions and offer meaningful answers. They must demonstrate the best from students and push colleagues to give their best to students. This year, we are proud to announce Dr. Heather Pendleton Helm as the 2018 M. Lucille Harrison Award winner. Dr. Helm, will you please join me at the podium? Dr. Helm has been awarded this year's top faculty honor by the Office of the Provost, and she is being recognized for a long career of professional excellence in teaching, research, and service. Please join me again in congratulating Professor Heather Helm. Linda Back, Associate Provost and Dean of the Graduate School, will now announce the recipients of the Graduate Dean's Citation for Excellence and the Outstanding Dissertation, Capstone, and Theses Awards. Presenting the students with their medals is Tobias Guzman, Assistant Vice President for Enrollment and Student Access.
Will the students receiving the Graduate Dean's Citation for Excellence as well as the Outstanding Dissertation, Capstone, and Thesis Awards please come forward? A lot of them. The Graduate Dean Citation for Excellence is awarded each semester to students who have been nominated by their program advisors. This includes support from the graduate faculty and a university-wide review in recognition of their superior achievements in graduate education. These students must have at least a 3.75 grade point average and show evidence of outstanding achievement in their academic disciplines and professional activities as a graduate at UNC. Our first awardee, Hillary Mae Franks, is receiving her Doctorate of Philosophy in Sport and Exercise Science, Sports Pedagogy. Emily R. Hancock is receiving her Doctorate of Philosophy in Educational Mathematics. Sarah Ashlyn Hoffman is receiving her Doctorate of Philosophy in Counselor Education. In Counseling Psychology. Nadia Amal Najjar is receiving her Doctorate of Philosophy in Biological Education. Stephanie Marie Gobert Pitt is receiving her Master of Science in Biological Science thesis. Michelle Renee Plews is receiving her Doctorate of Philosophy in Biological Education. Heather Corin Voss is receiving her Doctorate of Philosophy in Nursing Education. Destiny Marie Wagner is receiving her Doctorate of Philosophy in School Psychology. Please join me in congratulating these fine students. The Outstanding Thesis, Capstone, and Dissertation Awards are given to doctoral or master's students who have been deemed by their research advisors to have made a significant contribution to their field of study through research. Ethan Christian Adams is receiving his Master of Arts in Sociology. Ethan is being awarded both the Dean's Citation for Excellence and the Dean's Citation for Outstanding Thesis. Diette Lynn Snyder is receiving her Doctorate of Philosophy in Special Education. Diette is being awarded both the Dean's Citation for Excellence and the Dean's Citation for Outstanding Dissertation. Alexander Traugut is receiving his Doctorate of Philosophy in Sport and Exercise Science, Sport Administration. Alex is being awarded both the Dean's Citation for Excellence and the Dean's Citation for Outstanding Dissertation. Michael Florin is receiving his Doctorate of Philosophy in Applied Statistics and Research Methods. Michael is being awarded the Dean's Citation for Outstanding Dissertation. Brent Allen Hancock. Brent is receiving his Doctorate of Philosophy in Educational Mathematics. He is being awarded the Dean's Citation for Outstanding Dissertation. Heather Nicole Koloff is receiving her Doctorate of Philosophy in Educational Leadership. Heather is being awarded the Dean's Citation for Outstanding Dissertation. David Clement is receiving his Doctorate of Arts in Music, Conducting. David is being awarded the Dean's Citation for Outstanding Dissertation. Anne Louise Loomis is receiving her Doctorate of Philosophy in Nursing Education and is being awarded the Dean's Citation for Outstanding Dissertation. Please join me in congratulating these students.
The laws of the state of Colorado vest the authority for the University of Northern Colorado in its Board of Trustees. We are pleased to have Trustee Janice Sinden give the authorization for the conferring of degrees.
Good evening. The Board of Trustees extends its congratulations to our UNC graduates and their families. We are proud of your accomplishments and this significant milestone in your lives. This evening also represents a significant milestone in the life of UNC. After more than 2 decades of distinguished service to UNC, the past 16 years as our president, Kay Norton will retire this summer. I'm going to try to do this without crying. I love her very much. Yeah, let's give her a little, yeah. She has led this university with strength and with grace, passionate about the transformative power of education, resilient in the face of change, and always looking to the future. As my friend, my mentor, and the reason that as a graduate of UNC, I am honored to serve as a trustee. Please help me in celebrating her with a big round of applause. President Norton, by virtue of the authority vested in the Board of Trustees for the University of Northern Colorado, and as a member of this board, I hereby authorize you to confer on the terms, graduates, the appropriate degrees as recommended by the faculty of the university.
Thank you, trustee, although you didn't tell me you were going to do that.
Ready?
Black.
We ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Will the candidates for the master's degrees please stand? Holy cow. President Norton, these candidates have met the requirements for the Master of Arts, the Master of Arts in Teaching, the Master of Music, the Master of Science, the Masters of Biological Science, the Master of Public Health, the Master of Business Administration, the Master of Accountancy, and the Professional Science Master's degree. The faculty recommends them to you for the conferring of the degrees.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you individually and severally the degrees of Master of Arts in Teaching, Master of Music, Master of Science, Master of Biological Science, Master of Public Health, Master of Business Administration, Master of Accountancy, and Professional Science Master degrees with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining to these degrees. Thank you, students, and please be seated for the moment. The deans of their respective colleges will now present the graduates who have met the requirements for the degrees established and recommended by their college's faculty.
Hello, my name is Eugene Sheehan, Dean of the College of Education and Behavioral Sciences. Will the candidates receiving Master of Arts in Teaching, and Master of Science degrees from the College of Education and Behavioral Sciences please come forward to receive your diplomas.
Asma Abdulaziz Al-Wahabi.
Sarah Humaidi Alaliani.
Alex Walter Higgins.
Naif Alotebi.
Eric Andres Aguilera.
Melissa Marie Blatnick.
Samuel P. Findley.
Ashley N. Marshall.
Katie Michelle Kiotunyan.
Carly N. Halgam.
Sean Robert Kershaw.
Madeline Brianne Hicks.
Holly Claire Knott.
How you doing?
Brianna Lee Jorolemon.
Caitlin Marie Bovard.
How are you?
Phoenix Brown.
Willie, yes.
Alice Marie Willie.
Ryan Smith.
Shay Lynn Stiles.
How you doing?
Keith Harrison Post.
Tyler Glenn Woody.
How are you?
Misty Lynn Christensen.
Jennifer Anderson.
Jessica Skilba.
Amanda McKinney.
How are you?
Eric Liamer.
Alana Marie Rice.
David Patrick Edwards.
Sarah Lorraine Myers.
How are you today?
Nicholas Stephen Balog.
Lori Ann Yacone.
Clay Stewart White.
Amanda M. Salfidi.
Sarah Leanna Kingdon Haynes.
Megan Brianne Sullivan.
How you doing?
Cara Louise Yamochi.
Alexandra B. Baylog.
Heather Behringer.
Holly Michelle Ferris.
Christopher Ryan Stein.
Jason Anthony Meyer.
Carrie Duval.
Brianne Joan Bussard.
Caitlin Nelson.
Casey Matthew Ross.
Alexandra Paige Notnego Smith.
Sarah Van Gotham.
Samantha Jeffress Black.
Trisha Brinton.
Dina Limos Garcia.
Susana Della Torre.
Jacob O'Connor Sutton.
Cristal Ibarra Santoyo.
Adrina Pollock.
It is? Lacey Jane Marco.
Melanie Ann Poston.
Kendall Renee.
Gabriel Howard Christie.
David Hampshire.
Sierra M. Bitsy.
Want the Suzanne or no?
Devin Suzanne Schlotterbeck.
Jenna L. Berger.
Sabrina Layla Penix.
Bree Shupp.
Kayla Latricia Taneid.
Monica Vermeer.
Katie Boyson.
Kaya Elizabeth Swanson.
Danielle Marie Fennell.
Rachel K. Carpenter.
Allison Lee Pierce.
Megan Marie Downey.
Anne Lucille McNally.
Leslie Page Hawks.
Lauren Marie Kraus.
Melissa Graziano.
Lene Jackie Anderson.
Aaron P. Miller.
Brandy Abebi Chaparro.
Caitlin Thoresen.
Sofia Andrea Aguilera.
Sheenie Tai.
Amber Dawn Corgan.
Bing Yu Wu.
Heather Parker.
Leah Alietti.
Leah M. Olstad.
Margaret Christine Kennedy.
Brett William Morley.
Casey Lynn Morgan.
Fengray Su. Su Fengray.
Shayla Reynolds.
Yang Zhang.
Elizabeth Jane Lee.
Sao Shen Hu.
Scott E. Four.
Huifang Wang.
Samantha Ricky.
Jilong Wei. Wei Jilong.
Yun Hao Han.
Li Wei Shui.
Lily Pu.
Julia Faliano.
Sheng Sheng.
Katie Marie Rivera.
Abrar Ibrahim Alkil.
Kimberly Elizabeth Donovan.
Carrie Ann Meyer.
Sydney Jean Waybright.
Swagata Banerjee.
Ahud Muhammad Al Hawas.
Lisa Ann Sagal.
Yes.
Gua Feng Shen.
Marsha Lynn Becker.
Ahad Ahmed Bahakem.
Amy Elizabeth Nelson.
Dalal Fadawi Al-Shamari.
Reagan Michelle Hollingsworth.
Megan Rose Franges.
Lisa Joanne Johnson.
Alexandra Drum.
Perla Diana Acevedo.
Laura Leppi.
Sarah Jean Omoto.
Brittany Marie Tunget.
Like it sounds. Amy Elizabeth Marks.
Amy Elizabeth Marks.
How are you? Birdie Feet. Birdie Feet? T-H-E-D-N. Okay.
Bertie Feet.
I know who you are.
How are you?
Jenna Rude.
That's Harvey's daughter.
Yep.
Childress.
Jennifer Childress.
How are you?
Hi. Ashwak al-Nomasi.
Ashwak Al-Namaswi.
How are you?
Good. Jesse Padilla Goro.
Jesse Padilla Goro.
How are you today?
All right, good. How are you?
It's a tough one.
It is.
Tyler Charles Jones.
How are you?
Good. Catherine Moyer Coffee.
Make a coffee. It's a double coffee name.
My husband's Joseph.
Catherine Moyer Coffee.
Johnstone.
Olivia Johnstone Moore.
Into it. Hello, everyone. My name is Laura Connolly. I am Dean of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences. Would the candidates receiving Master of Arts degrees and Master of Arts in Teaching degrees please come forward to receive your diplomas? Sorry, those are from the College of Humanities and Social Sciences.
Way to go, Laura.
Kathleen Marie Jenkins.
Ethan Christian Adams.
Amanda Nicole Gowan.
Mitchell David Stout.
Alexandra Murphy.
Goncharova. Anna Nikolaevna.
Anna Nikolaevna Goncharova.
Troy Michael Van Dress.
Stonehouse.
Ross Andrew Stonehouse.
Alexander Nicholas Johnson.
Rachel Danielle Padro.
Caitlin Lutkin.
Samantha Lynn Hutspeth.
Kelly D. Langley Cook.
Claire Cezanne Shepard.
Alexis. Denise Romero. Noemi Rodriguez. Ainsley Ray Oates. Kristen Carrie Adams. Maria Grace Rodriguez.
Good evening. I am Paul Bobrowski, Dean of the Montfort College of Business. Will the candidates receiving Master of Accountancy and Master of Business Administration degrees from the Montfort College of Business please come forward to receive your diplomas?
Bruce Sterling Beat.
Cody Bowen.
Trent Fraser.
Jameson Robert Falloon.
Connor Rhodes.
Mark Olmus.
Stephen Craig Shirey.
Kelsey Kathleen Letterman.
Good evening. My name is Ellen Meyer Gregg, and I'm privileged to serve as the Dean of the College of Natural and Health Sciences. Will the candidates receiving Master of Arts, Master of Science, Master of Arts in Teaching, Master of Biological Science, Master of Public Health, and Professional Science Master's degrees from the College of Natural and Health Sciences please come forward to receive your diplomas?
Bryce Adams.
Gobert. Stephanie Marie Gobert Pitt.
Zachary Taylor Bouchen.
Nathan Michael Adamitz.
Cassie Marie Castillo.
Carly Black.
Alyssa Highland.
Cade William Budak.
Camille Leanne Neal.
Aaron Jeffrey Draymond.
Jonathan Snell.
Tyler Luce.
Austin Dennis Thompson.
Sonia Bibiana Ramirez.
Aaron Cobb.
Imani Margini Thomas.
Justin Lee Wilson.
Mackenzie Zeman.
Carrington Marie Rex.
Vivian Gale Beep.
Sarah Denise Jacobson.
Cheyenne May Herbert.
Tara Kristen McLernan.
Morgan Matthew.
Aubrey Pitts.
Nicolette Diego.
Angela Elise Nelson.
Jarrett Buchanan Hughes.
Shirley A. Robertson.
Erin Marie McGavin.
Keith Whitcomb Volk.
Morgan Renee Sandy.
Catherine Elizabeth Crawford.
Anna Lynn Matthews.
Amy Suzanne Dickinson.
Caitlin B. Klur.
Christian Diana Fritsch.
Pauline Chantrea Sock.
Rachel Ann McLean.
Robert James Worley.
Emmanuel Inti.
Lori Jean Croft.
Trisha Eileen Sharkey Stacks.
Jennifer Erin Donnelly.
Brittany Christine Wilson.
Bonnie Ray Glover.
Li Chen Zhang.
Cynthia Marie Marla.
Kayla Dawn Hood.
Aragorn Benson Spalding.
Carly Hinton.
Julie Ann Van Dyne.
Abigail Lynn Spriggs.
Stephanie Ann Wittenbach.
Caitlin Marie Baker.
Matthew F. Kushar.
Yes.
Nicole Brush.
I know. Hello. Allison Nicole Mendez.
Angelica Sena.
Melissa Fletcher.
Chelsea Louise Delamelure.
Amy Elizabeth Schneider.
Danny Garcia Ramos.
Sydney Jane Fitchett.
Landon Nagy.
Amanda Marie Gutierrez.
Jeffrey Ryan Thompson.
Emily Scharf.
Andrew Coe.
Sydney Ray Schroeder.
Garrett Morgan.
Gregory Amanda Kittel.
Claire Becker.
Lauren Goodstad.
Demi M. Roivik.
Jessica Lund.
Alana M. Ash.
Jenna Beckerman Harrison.
Annalisa Teresa Mata.
Melinda Millicent Lacey.
Gabrielle Rentuma.
Erica Jane Scrivener.
Anthony Clifford Brady.
Bailey Ograblo.
Payne Kessler.
Hines or Hines?
Samad Hines.
Matthew Craig.
Yeah, buddy.
Patrick Vanderquast. Yep.
Patrick Vanderquast.
Michael Pillow.
Dustin Conley.
Dan Hymas.
Helal Al-Qurashi.
Nicolette Ray Napton.
Vanessa Elena Kellums.
Danielle Christine Schroeder.
Walker. Sarah Jean Walker. Turn it up.
Veronica Adams.
James Paul Mingle III.
Marissa S. Hughes.
Juan Mo An.
Lauren Marcus Glenn.
Ricky Rai Gonzalez.
Kara Foster.
Elizabeth Ann Savold.
I'll try. Mark Timothy Fernandez.
Chelsea Lees.
Moreno R. Robbins.
Julie Ann Bell. Tori Paya Hardy.
How's it going? Thank you.
I'm great. Connor Scott Douglas. Jacob Leonard Davis.
How you doing? It's a tough one, Kayla.
I know, right? My parents didn't bless me.
Kayla Marie Smith.
DeVore? Chloe?
Melinda Chloe DeVore.
Go.
Let's go.
Good evening. My name is Kiki Gilderhus. I am the acting dean of the College of Performing and Visual Arts. Will the candidates receiving Master of Arts and Master of Music degrees from the College of Performing and Visual Arts please come forward to receive your diplomas?
Gotcha. Mary Chapin Durling.
Is it Guyver? George Avery Guyver.
Larissa Summers.
Good, how are you?
Melissa Jean Brogger.
Irida Inez Rodriguez Pedraza.
Ian Hagley.
Christopher A. Allpress.
Yu Chung.
Henry Dang.
Zachary James Rich.
Ashton Brianne Rossman Histed.
Alexandra Lynn Schobeck.
Oscar Alejandro Salas Avila.
Adam Dale Wisman.
Matthew Stewart Tosi.
No, close to it.
Oh, okay.
Garth Aaron Moline.
Shua Wu.
Chen Ye.
Margaret Ann Moyer.
April Green.
Chelsea Lynn Wareham.
Joseph LaClaire. Good job, buddy. Good job. Thank you. Trevor Allen Halder.
Will the candidates for the Specialist in Education degree please stand? President Norton, these candidates meet the degree requirements for the Specialist in Education degree. The faculty recommends them to you for the conferring of this degree.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you, individually and severally, the Specialist in Education degree, with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining to this degree.
Will the Specialist in Education degree candidates please come forward to receive your diplomas?
Kaylee Shores.
Lisa Marie Adams.
Emily Marie Owens.
Joshua William Gadbaugh.
Stephanie Rose Schmidt.
Dan Stone.
Mallory Coral Dernbach.
Terry S. Walford.
Benchley Warner.
Emily Brianna Cooper.
Brittany Elizabeth Pennell.
Paul D. Heinzelman.
Josh Ulrich.
Catherine L. Nolan.
Amy Sue Meglinas.
Natalia D. Smart.
No, pretty good English name.
Sonia Hollingsworth.
Brianne K. Ingle.
Cassandra Guy.
Joseph Manuel Myers.
Michelle Elizabeth Wiest.
All right. Will the doctoral degree candidates please stand? President Norton, these candidates meet the requirements for the Doctor of Arts, the Doctorate of Audiology, the Doctorate of Education, the Doctor of Philosophy, and the Doctor of Nursing Practice degrees. The faculty recommends them to you for the conferring of these degrees.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you, individually and severally, the Doctor of Arts, Doctor of Audiology, Doctor of Education, Doctor of Philosophy, and Doctor of Nursing Practice degrees, with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining to these degrees, and I welcome you to the Guild of Scholars.
Will the doctoral degree candidates please come forward to be hooded by your research advisor and college deans?
Michael Florin. Michael Florin's major is Applied Statistics and Research Methods. Dr. Florin is being hooded by Research Professor Dr. Lalonde.
Dr. Florin's dissertation title is On the Small Count Inflated Poisson Distribution.
Hasni Idayu Binti Saidi. Dr. Binti Saidi's major is Applied Statistics and Research Methods. She's being hooded by her research professor, Dr. Shafi.
Dr. Hasni Saidi's dissertation title is Power Comparisons of the Rickian and Gaussian Random.
Laura Kimberly Chang. Dr. Chang's major is Counseling Psychology. She's being hooded by her research professor, Dr. Wright.
Dr. Chang's dissertation title is Adult Attachment in Close Relationships and Trait Emotional Intelligence, the Moderating Role of Mindfulness.
Rachel Mary Haug. Dr. Marie Haug's major is Counseling Psychology. She's being hooded by a research professor, Dr. Softas Nall.
Dr. Haug's dissertation title is Perceived Belongingness, Self-Esteem, and Outness Level on Psychological Distress Among Lesbian, Gay, and Bisexual Individuals.
Chloe Aisha Marie Hinton. Dr. Marie Hinton's major is Counseling Psychology. By her research professor, Dr. Rings.
Dr. Hinton's dissertation title is Non-Suicidal Self-Injury Among Adolescents of Color, Experiences with Racial Identity and Self-Harm.
I thought so.
Yes.
Sarah Ashline Hoffman. Sarah Ashline Hoffman's major is counseling psychology. She's being hooded by a research professor, Dr. Johnson.
Dr. Hoffman's dissertation title is Shame, Self-Compassion, and Aggressive Behavior in Adolescence.
Nicole Marie Justice. Dr. Justice's major is counseling psychology. She's being hooded by a research professor, Dr. Johnson.
Dr. Justice's dissertation title is Development and Validation of a Measure of Social Alienation for Student Veterans.
Jeremy Allen Burmeister. Dr. Burmeister's major is educational leadership, being hooded by research professors Dr. Vogel and Dr. Cohen.
Dr. Burmeister's dissertation title is How Current Rural Superintendents Believe Aspiring Superintendents Can Best Prepare for the Position.
Sean Christopher Corey. Dr. Corey's major is educational leadership. He is being hooded by research professor Dr. Vogel.
Dr. Corey's dissertation title is Perceptions About Educational Supports from Those Living in Poverty in the Suburbs.
How are you today? I got you. Heather Nicole Coliff. Dr. Coliff's major is educational leadership. She's being hooded by her research professors, Dr. Vogel and Dr. Cohen.
Dr. Coliff's dissertation title is Contextualizing Experiences of Parent Engagement, Iraqi Refugee Mothers' Perceptions of Their Role in Their Child's Education in the United States.
Timothy Kevin Ritter. Dr. Ritter's major is educational leadership. He's being hooded by his research professor, Dr. Wheeler.
Dr. Ritter's dissertation title is Principals' Perceptions of Their Own Evaluation Process, How Feedback Using the Colorado Model Evaluation System Alters Principals' Practice.
Grace Ann Tennant. Dr. Tennant's major is educational leadership. She's being hooded by a research professor, Dr. Vogel, and the busy Dr. Cohen.
Dr. Tennant's dissertation title is Teacher Perspectives on Implementation and Outcomes of a Character Education Program, a comparative case study at 3 public middle schools.
Akiko Watabe. Dr. Watabe's major is educational psychology. She's being hooded by her research professor, Dr. Allen.
Dr. Watabe's dissertation title is Exploring the Influence of Parenting Styles on Development of Perfectionism in a Reward and Punishment Computer-Based Learning Task Among College Students.
Christina Marie Taylor. Dr. Taylor's major is educational studies. She's being hooded by her research professor, Dr. O'Neill.
Dr. Taylor's dissertation title is Aliyah Preschool, A Culture of Care and Meaningful Work in Contemplative Early Childhood Education.
Abrar Al-Musa. Dr. Al-Musa's major is Educational Technology. She's being hooded by Research Professor Dr. Williams.
Dr. Al-Musa's dissertation title is A Qualitative Case Study in Augmented Reality Applications in Education, Dimensions of Strategic Implementations.
Yosra Muhammad Bugis. Dr. Bugis' major is Educational Technology. She's being hooded by her research professor, Dr. Williams.
Dr. Bugis' dissertation title is Creating Digital Stories with Saudi Arabian Pre-Service Teachers, the phenomenon of using the ADDIE model to promote lesson plan development.
That's okay. We'll do it. It's okay. Catherine Otieno. Catherine Otieno's major is Educational Technology. She's being hooded by her research professor, Dr. Williams.
Dr. Otieno's dissertation title is Makerspaces, a qualitative look into makerspaces as innovative learning environments.
Habak. Dr. Habak's major is Educational Technology. She's being hooded by research professor Dr. Harding.
Dr. Habak's dissertation title is Evaluating Educators' Competency in the Use of Computer Technology Towards Integrating Technology into Libyan Higher Education.
Yusuf Al-Mutairi. Dr. Al-Mutairi's major is Higher Education and Student Affairs Leadership. He's being hooded by his research professor, Dr. Yakuboski.
Dr. Al-Mutairi's dissertation title is The Reentry Experience of Saudi Scholars in a University of Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and How Their Administrators Perceive the Reentry of Saudi Scholars.
Genia Hope Lamanides. Dr. Lamanides' major is Higher Education and Student Affairs Leadership. She's being hooded by her research professor, Dr. Guido.
Dr. Lamanides' dissertation title is Academic and Student Affairs Educators Making Meaning of Their Collaborations on Campus.
Colleen Sonnentag. Dr. Sonnentag's major is Higher Education and Student Leadership, and she's being hooded by her research professor, Dr. Yakuboski.
Dr. Sonnentag's dissertation title is Sexual Assault Adjudication on Campus, Examining the Underlying Discourses of Title IX.
Nadia Anissa Benjamin. Dr. Benjamin's major is School Psychology. She's being hooded by her research professor, Dr. Atanasiu.
Dr. Benjamin's dissertation title is The Ethnic Identity Journey of 1.5 Generation Asian American College Students.
Niraj Mukesh Patrawala. Dr. Patrawala's major is School Psychology. He's being hooded by his research professor, Dr. Hess.
Dr. Patrawala's dissertation title is Teachers' Executive Functioning Abilities and Levels of Occupational Stress.
Destiny Marie Wagoner. Dr. Wagoner's major is School Psychology. She's being hooded by her research professor, Dr. Hess.
Dr. Wagner's dissertation title is Responding to Students Exposed to Community Violence, a mixed method study of teachers' perceptions of trauma-informed service delivery.
Bedur Al-Hazami. Dr. Al-Hazami's major is special education, and she's being hooded by her research professor, Dr. Luckner.
Dr. Al-Azami's dissertation title is Exploring Pre-Service Specialist and General Education Teachers' Beliefs and Attitudes in Mathematics and Learning and Teaching.
Reem Abdullah Al-Mutairi. Dr. Al-Mutairi's major is special education. She's being hooded by research professors Dr. Jackson and Dr. Peterson.
Dr. Al-Mutairi's dissertation title is Teachers' Perceptions of Transition Services for Females with Intellectual Disabilities in Saudi Arabia.
Chinwen Jean Lee. Dr. Lee's major is special education. She's being hooded by her research professor, Dr. Rich Holt.
Dr. Lee's dissertation title is A Case Study Evaluation of the Implementation of Twice Exceptional Professional Development.
Diet Lynn Snyder. Dr. Snyder's major is special education. She's being hooded by her research professor, Dr. Farrell.
Dr. Snyder's dissertation title is Trends in Identification and Provision of Services of Young Children with Visual Impairments.
Hey, can you say the next ones like we're wrestling champions?
Why?
Because we want to have fun. Because we are. Michaela Caney DeMars.
Michaela Caney DeMars. Dr. DeMars' major is audiology. She's being hooded by her research professors, Dr. Bright and Dr. Studi.
Dr. DeMars' dissertation title is The Effects of Aging on the Canine Brainstem Auditory Evoked Response.
Dania Elizabeth Fiorito. Dr. Fiorito's major is audiology. She's being hooded by her research professor, Dr. Meinke.
Dr. Fiorito's dissertation title is Wireless Pure Tone Threshold Testing in a Senior Care Facility.
Christine Hansen. Dr. Hansen's major is audiology. She's being hooded by her research professors, Dr. Bright and Dr. Meinke.
Dr. Hansen's dissertation title is A Comparison of Two Calibration Methods on Distortion Produce Autoacoustic Emission Input-Output Functions. Do standing waves matter?
Thank you. I love your voice, by the way.
Thank you.
You are just killing this job.
Anthony Kovacs. Dr. Kovacs' major is audiology. He's being hooded by research professors Dr. Bright and Dr. Studi.
Dr. Kovacs' dissertation title is The Effects of Long-Term Mindfulness Practice on Central Auditory Function of Older Adults.
I wouldn't mess it up.
I know, you're so good at
Not
this.
yet, ladies. Brenna Danielle Melvin. Dr. Melvin's major is audiology. She's being hooded by her research professors, Dr. Bright and Dr. Studi.
Dr. Melvin's dissertation title is Brainstem Auditory Evoked Responses in Old versus Young Horses.
Erica Lynn Murphy. Dr. Murphy's major is audiology. She's being hooded by her research professor, the extremely busy Dr. Studi.
Dr. Murphy's dissertation title is The Education, Clinical Practices, and Collaboration Routines of Audiologists and Speech-Language Pathologists in Auditory Processing Disorders in Children.
Turn it up, stupid people. Dr. Doricio's major is audiology. And she's being hooded by Dr. Meinke.
Dr. Diorcio's dissertation title is Effectiveness of the Dangerous Decibels Program in Children from Military Families.
Lynn Zedeker. Dr. Zedeker's major is audiology. She's being hooded by research professors Dr. Meinke and Dr. Studi.
Dr. Zedeker's dissertation title is The Effects of Hunting on the Canine Brainstem Auditory Evoked Response.
Just walk. Thomas Michael McCabe. Dr. McCabe's major is biological education. He's being hooded by his research professor, Dr. Benedict.
Dr. McCabe's dissertation title is An Analysis of Prey Resistance and Long-Term Temporal Changes in Venom Composition Within Rattlesnake Populations.
Nadia Amal Najjar. Dr. Najjar's major is biological education. She's being hooded by her research professor, Dr. Benedict.
Dr. Najjar's dissertation title is Geographic Patterns of Song Complexity in Rock Wren, Salpinctus absolutus.
Michelle Renee Plews. Dr. Plews' major is biological education. She's being hooded by her research professor, Dr. Burns.
Dr. Plews' dissertation title is The Effects of 0.03% Fish Oil and Fish Meal Supplementation on Microdomains Within Bovine Luteal Cells.
Ashley K. Wilson. Dr. Wilson's major is biological education. She's being hooded by a research professor, Dr. Adams.
Dr. Wilson's dissertation title is The Impacts of Rock Climbing on the Selection of Roosts by Bats and the Influence of These Mammals on the Biodiversity and Nutrient Influx of Cliff Face Ecosystems.
You're the boss. You're the boss. Brent Allen Hancock. Dr. Hancock's major is educational mathematics. He's being hooded by research professor Dr. Soto Johnson.
Dr. Hancock's dissertation title is Undergraduates Reasoning About Integration of Complex Functions Within Three Worlds of Mathematics.
Emily R. Hancock. Dr. Hancock's major is educational mathematics. She's being hooded by research professor Dr. Katakok.
Dr. Hancock's dissertation title is The Development of Socio-Mathematical Metacognitive Norms in Undergraduate Mathematics Classroom Communities.
Sandy Lewis. Dr. Lewis's major is nursing. She's being hooded by her research professor, Dr. McNeil.
Patient and provider perception of barriers and facilitators for weight loss in rural primary care.
Amanda Lynn Miller. Dr. Miller's major is nursing, family nurse practitioner. She's being hooded by her research professor, Dr. McNeil.
Dr. Miller's dissertation title is Cervical Cancer Screening Management in Primary Care, a Qualitative Improvement Project.
Kimberly Dawn Sen. Dr. Sen's major is nursing, family practitioner. Dr. Sen's being hooded by research professor Dr. McNeil.
Dr. Sen's dissertation title is Evidence-Based Tuberculosis Screening and Testing Clinical Protocol for Public Health and Primary Care Providers.
Anthony Michelangelo. Dr. Michelangelo's major is nursing education. He's being hooded by research professor Dr. Hummel.
Dr. Angelo's dissertation title is the lived experience of nurse practitioners' role transition, a phenomenology study.
Jolie Tara Goodman. Dr. Goodman's major is nursing education. She's being hooded by her research professor, Dr. Henry.
Dr. Goodman's dissertation title is Reflective Journaling to Decrease Anxiety Among Undergraduate Nursing Students in the Clinical Setting.
Lisa Ann Hoppy. Dr. Hoppy's major is nursing education. She's being hooded by her research professor, Dr. Kluke.
Dr. Hoppy's dissertation title is Lived Experiences of New Nurse Graduates in Critical Access Hospitals.
Anne Louise Loomis. Dr. Loomis's major is nursing education. She's being hooded by her research professor, Dr. McNeil.
Dr. Loomis's dissertation title is The Impact of Debriefing for Meaningful Learning on Knowledge Development, Knowledge Retention, and Knowledge Application Among Baccalaureate Nursing Students.
Heather Corinne Voss. Dr. Voss's major is nursing education. She's being hooded by her research professor, Dr. Henry.
Dr. Voss's dissertation title is Expressions of Emancipatory Knowing in Undergraduate Nursing Students' Service Learning.
Nicole Wood. Dr. Wood's major is sport and exercise science. She's being hooded by her research professor, Dr. Hayward.
Dr. Wood's dissertation title is Effects of Exercise Training on Cancer-Induced Skeletal Muscle Cachexia in Mice Bearing the Colon 26 Adenocarcinoma.
Jung Park. Dr. Park's major is sport and exercise science, sport administration. She's being hooded by her research professor, Dr. Alan Morse.
Dr. Park's dissertation title is Examining of Relationships of Social Media to Customer Equity of the NBA.
Alexander Traugut. Dr. Traugut's major is sport and exercise science, sport administration. He's being hooded by his research professor, Dr. Morse.
Dr. Traugut's dissertation title is The National Hockey League Totals Market, Efficiency, Profitability, and Heuristic Behaviors.
Hillary May Franks. Dr. Franks' major is sport and exercise science, sport pedagogy. She's being hooded by research professor Dr. Krause.
Dr. Frank's dissertation title is Physical Education Cooperating Teachers' Participation and Beliefs as Teacher Educators.
David Clement. Dr. Clement's major is music, conducting. He is being hooded by his research professor, Dr. Darrow.
Dr. Clement's dissertation title is Edward Elgar's The Music Makers, a choral conductor's analysis and score preparation guide.
Michael Joseph Conrad. Dr. Conrad's major is music, jazz studies. He's being hooded by his research professor, Dr. Garcia.
Dr. Conrad's dissertation title is Concerto for Jazz Trombone and Wind Ensemble.
Shin Jing. Dr. Jing's major is music, music performance. Dr. Jing's being hooded by her research professor, Dr. Hall.
Dr. Jing's dissertation title is hand and wrist overuse injuries in flutists, physical causes and prevention.
Christopher Evan Wilson. Dr. Wilson's major is music performance. He's being hooded by his research professor, Dr. Truesdell.
Dr. Wilson's dissertation title is An Analysis of Beginning Percussion Education Through Wind Band Repertoire and Method Books.
DeMar Ray Woods. Dr. Woods' major is music performance. He's being hooded by his research professor, Dr. Singleton.
Dr. Woods' dissertation title is A Study of Prominent African American Orchestral Trumpet Players from 1970 to 2017.
Graduates, let's look back on the highlights from this past year.
The results of hard work and sacrifice are rarely as evident as they are at commencement. There is nothing more rewarding than seeing all of you come across this stage. Education transforms our lives in ways personal and particular to each of us. Who you are today as a University of Northern Colorado graduate is not the sum of your potential. You are a work in progress. All of us are, if we commit to it. The first class of graduates from your alma mater, the class of 1891, adopted a motto that may serve you well on your own journey. Achievement is pioneered by ideals. As a UNC graduate, you are joining a distinguished group of alumni from across the country and around the world. It is now my pleasure to introduce Ray Mondragon. Ray is a member of the UNC Alumni Association's Advisory Board of Directors and holds a Bachelor of Arts in Communication Studies with an emphasis in human communication and a minor in business administration from UNC. Ray is an account executive for Power Sports Marketing out of Peachtree City, Georgia. Please welcome Ray Mondragon.
Bear with me, everyone. We just have 3 more hours and about 17 more speakers to go, and then we'll be out of here, okay? Thank you, President Norton. Congratulations, class of 2018, and welcome to the UNC Alumni Association. You are now part of a network of more than 130,000 UNC alumni worldwide, so wherever you go after graduation, you will never be far from another bear. Remember this network. Whether you are starting your career, using this degree to change careers, or continuing your education. Because we are here to support you as the Alumni Association, just as you will support the graduates who follow you. As you move forward, maintain connections with your friends, your professors, and the university, and use the Bear Network to your advantage as you search for a job, find a new place to call home, or look for ways to stay connected to UNC. Will everyone who is a UNC alumnus or alumna please stand? Stand. Look around you, graduates. This is your network. These are your fellow Bears. So thank you, alumni. You may be seated. Graduates, celebrate today, but always remember that this is not the finish line that will define your life. Go beyond today and pay it forward and make a positive impact on the world, both personally and professionally. For it is this impact that will define your life and distinguish you as an alum of this great university. So regardless of where life takes you, you will always be connected to UNC. So remember, graduates, once a Bear, always a Bear. Thank you, and may the 4th be with you.
Thank you, Ray. Graduates, your achievements and success could not have happened without the support of your family and friends. These people believed in your ability to succeed and have been there to cheer you on. Please take a moment to thank them with a round of applause. Okay, you're cheating out there. It is an age-old custom in cultures around the world to announce important events with the ringing of bells. Festivities and celebrations begin with the ringing of bells. School bells beckon students to come together for a new day of learning. The chimes in our own Gunter Hall marked the beginning of this commencement ceremony. Graduates, under your chairs, you will find a memento which represents a school bell. Please join me in celebrating your academic achievement. In just a moment, the Front Range Saxophone Quartet will perform the Processional. Would the audience and the graduates please remain seated until the stage party leaves the arena and you are dismissed by the commencement marshals. Congratulations. I declare the Spring 2018 graduate commencement at a close.
worked